Hello, my beautiful friends. Namaste. Let's take a look at the Isis Lotus Tarot spread. This is for the planetary energy forecast. Week of October the 6th, 2025. So wrapping up September, moving into October, a really intense time period shaping up here with a full moon in the sign of Aries, and then Mars and Pluto. No, this week is Mercury and Pluto. The mind and Pluto. So, the Isis Lotus Tarot spread gives us two different ways to work with the energy. My dear friends. Now, the first card, as you know, is the past. It's where we're coming from, so to speak. And so this card is the Star. And so this is this idea of after things fall apart, we bring the parts together. You know, after the fall, there is the hope, the renewal, the new beginning. And so this is what the Star portends. Now, you, my dear, are the Strength card. This means you must embody those beautiful divine feminine qualities of patience, compassion, and gentleness. Any struggles or difficulties that you come into contact with benefit from love and gentleness. Now, the environment is the Hierophant. So either people are seeking advice from you or you are seeking advice from the Hierophant. You may even be looking to law or religion for the answers to the questions. And as these energies culminate, the World card comes and reminds us to have a big picture perspective. It also reminds us we're going to be okay. It's going to work out. Now, the key card of the future, Three of Swords. Yeah, but it doesn't mean there aren't some tricky feelings associated with all of this. Some difficult thoughts, some difficult emotions, a little bit of stress. Now, the opposing forces in play here. On one side, we have the Ten of Swords, where something went really awry, fell apart, didn't work out. It's okay. It wasn't meant for you. On the other side, the Tower. Neither of these cards are very comfortable. But again, the Tower indicates that for people experiencing this side of the spread this week, it feels like back-to-back trauma drama, okay? Either way, we are dealing with endings, completions, things disintegrating in some way. Now, the near future detail card is the Queen of Pentacles. We still have to remain practical. We have to take care of things that relate to our finances, that relate to just down to earth things, getting food on the table, getting, water into the house, all these really basic fundamentals we need to take care of. Now, the modifiers of the Queen are Five of Wands on the Ten of Swords side. So we're either arguing with other people or ourselves. On the Tower side, Four of Pentacles. We've got to really pull back on spending, pull back on sharing information. We need to be a little bit more conservative. On the Ten of Swords side, with that Five of Wands, we have the Two of Swords. Again, this showed up last week as well. What are you trying to avoid seeing? This reality that is in front of you that you're like, nah, I'm just going to pretend that's not there. It's not serving you to do this. On the Tower side, with the Four of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups. This is something from the past coming forward. So we're looking in the rearview mirror. Maybe we're wistful. Maybe we're hopeful. We're encountering something that we've encountered before. We have to be careful with that. It can leave us stuck. Now, two different solutions or progressions. On the Ten of Swords side, where we crashed and burned, the King of Pentacles. So remember, the Queen is the key card of the near future. So King is even more assertive and more declarative and more directive. Over here on the Tower side, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is the woman who is making these decisions by herself. Now, it doesn't mean she isn't in partnership, doesn't mean that she doesn't have family. It doesn't mean that she's alone, but she is responsible, and she's responsible for her own happiness above all things. Now, over here on the Ten of Swords side with the King of Pentacles, I have two cards coming up. Nope, just one. Felt like two. Two of Pentacles. Just be balanced, okay? Nothing extreme. Once you get to this decision-making point, you're just like, weighing out your options. On the Tower side with the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. Continue forward. Very interesting week. It looks like this full moon will kick some things off for sure. So as we begin the week, we're coming from the past, the star, where we already thought that things fell apart and we were trying to put it together. And you need to be this embodiment of the Leo goddess, patient and gentle. The environment, Hierophant. We are going to be reaching out to other people, trying to get advice, trying to do the right thing, trying to do the wise thing. We'll be exploring different philosophies and perhaps even legal ramifications. And as these energies culminate, the world reminds us, it's going to be all right. You're going to be okay. Now, the key card of the future, though, is this worry card. So we really have to watch the mind this week, especially when we have either this Ten of Swords or Tower event. Either one is going to feel very uncomfortable. On the Ten of Swords side, we're reminded that we need to be the Queen of Pentacles, grounded, practical. Imagine, why not? Maybe this is working out for our best interests. The card would indicate that. But we're still feeling conflicted, maybe internally or externally, and we are not seeing something. Keep asking yourself, what am I in denial about? Where can I be more grounded in reality and dealing with facts? Once you do that, then you go from being a queen to the king. You're more assertive and making bigger decisions. Two of Pentacles just says, keep it between the lines. On this other side, this is a more dramatic breakdown. This is a breakdown that feels a little less hopeful. Now, we still have to deal with the money. We're still dealing with Queen of Pentacles energy. But if you're feeling it's like on this side where it's a real dramatic rug pull, you might need to regroup. Four of Pentacles. Pull back and also kind of look back and see what was going on in the past. Could be somebody from the past come forward to help you. It could be that you're like, I'd consider doing this, this, and this. Maybe I should reconsider that again. Then all of a sudden, Nine of Pentacles, we're in the position to be assertive and make that choice. Nine of Wands, and we need not to lose hope. We need to move forward. Well, this looks like a pretty dramatic week shaping up for the first week of October. I wish you the absolute best. Be sure to check out the planetary energy forecast that will be posted tomorrow and the Celtic cross that is on the Mercury-Pluto square. Have a great week. Bye.